So this is the last game of Ronaldo in Saudi Arabia and also his last penalty, and let's see if he scores. Let's see at the end of the video. But yes, we went to a Al Nassr soccer game in Riyadh, and it was quite an interesting experience because in my opinion you should always go to a soccer game in any country you travel to in the world. I have the privilege to work in Saudi Arabia, so I have a lot of colleagues who I can join with and have a bit the local experience with. So we were buying the local scarves, the blue and yellow, or black and yellow, I don't know actually, scarves, and everyone is always so friendly. We had also one friend who was wearing the local dressing, and they really enjoy it when you do so. I should buy one of those myself and wear it because it's a conversation starter, people like it. Also in this case we were lucky to have, let's say, the sports lounge seats, which go around I think 70 or 80 American dollars. So it's a pretty good and high price. You do get, like, say, some kind of business lounge, and it's funny they have some cookies on display instead of where normally in most of the other places in the world you will find beer and drinks like this. Here only water, coffee and some cookies and some sandwiches, which were actually pretty nice. So for the amount of money you pay, you do get a bit of food here. They had some very interesting seats here at the top, which would go for I think 3 seats for 1,000 SAR, which is around 250 euros I think. So yeah, pretty interesting seats, but we got these seats more closer to the pitch, to the field, and it is quite nice to see Ronaldo this close by, even though he's past his prime and one would even say very close to his pension. But yeah, he's still a very much an athlete, and he is clearly still athletic. But yeah, you need, soccer is a team game, so you need also a bit the team players to support the quality of game he brought in the past. He was clearly a bit frustrated throughout the whole game. He also missed a penalty in the beginning of the game, which I don't show, but it's a bit, let's say, the red lining of this match. So what we understand, and I read in the news, there were only 5,800 people in this stadium, so you will see a lot of yellow seats, which are not people but actually empty spots. So it is kind of interesting to see how this looked like a more let's say high school soccer game instead of one of the best players of all time playing one of his last games in Saudi Arabia, maybe for a long while, who knows, because I don't know how long he will stretch it, but I guess money wise you can still sit out this end of the train drive and see how much money he can still push out. But yeah, people still want to watch him. Maybe in combination with some other players he can still bring some kind of B or C game, let's see. But it was interesting to see, to experience Ronaldo from close up, because I remember if you would go see, and this was actually a second goal, one of the players was actually pretty good. He made a second goal, which was nice because we really thought there would not be much happening. So we were even happy actually that Ronaldo was playing, because a couple of games before he was not playing due to exhaustion or any other reason, who knows. And here I had my little coffee in the hand, an iced coffee, because as you know it's still like 30 degrees in the evening here, so an iced coffee is pretty nice, but not too nice if you want to go have some sleep. So it is nice that you are very close, you will see it here also in the picture. But if you go see a game of Ronaldo in the past years in Madrid or something, you would be a couple of hundred, you would be in the top of the stadium, very far from him and not at all close to see him. So here you at least get really an idea of how he's playing and see him very close up and not only on a screen. And here you see also the core supporting fan base, which was there to pretty much say goodbye to Ronaldo. That was a bit the ending here. And yeah, any player, big or small, you live and thrive on the people who support for you. Otherwise it's a very, very lonely game. So interesting again to see how this all unfolds and to see how, let's say, the Saudi people act in a soccer game. It was very calm. Sometimes it felt like you could hear some kind of coin fall, and I don't have the picture here, but I did have a view of all the fans, and there were actually more security guards than actual fans at some point, which was very interesting to see. You don't see the security guards on this side of the field because this was, let's say, the premium seat, so probably they don't need that much security, or the risk is a bit smaller. And here, the last soccer penalty for Ronaldo. Does he score or not? Let's have a look. I already spoiled it a bit, but let's see. Everyone was in a lot of fear, but yes, he did score. We were so happy. So yeah, that concludes my little trip here. I went back to the hotel and had a good night's sleep. But if you want more videos in Saudi Arabia or anywhere in the world where I'm working, traveling, have a look at my channel, like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.